Okay, guys, if you're seeing this, then I guess I'm gonna do the video I didn't think I was gonna do. In fact, I thought I was done with making videos for a while, but apparently I get very little say in that. I wanted to do a video with just the artwork behind it instead of me on camera, since it's not a topic I like to bring up. Obviously the topic is, Loki's time and being bound, and darn it, don't want to make this video, but it's one of those things where he's more or less nudging me ahead. So yeah, it is a good subject to talk about. Some people don't believe he was ever bound. Some people do. With me, he's definitely saying he was, and I don't think he picks and chooses what he tells us. So, let's put it that way. That's my reality. If in your reality he wasn't, then, and he says he wasn't, then that's equally valid as well. I mean, we're working with Loki. As far as I know, both are right simultaneously. But the thing is, what a lot of people disagree with is, why he was bound in some at first place. Some say, oh, it was for the death of Balder, and then other people say, no, if you read the stories, he helped instrument the killing of Balder, and that's not for this video. And then he went away for a while, and it's only when he showed up at party later on and he started calling all the gods out on all the garbage they'd done that they had hoped no one knew about, and somehow Loki always knows. That's when they went after him, because they felt he finally went too far. I mean, he could kill people apparently, but when he brought the gods out on their own garbage, that's when they went after him, and of course he fled. But they managed to hunt him down and capture him anyhow. Where's a god going to run from other gods? That will be the perennial question. I mean, as much as we'd like to think Loki would be clever enough to get away, yeah, I'm feeling like a nudge. You could say his one weakness would be his family. Of course he'd return to his family. I'm sure they knew he would. And all the time he spent in the darkness, and just to be tortured further out of spite, even though he had paid and made amends to Scotty. She had no right to do what she did. It was like a thing out of pure spite. You can't tell me there was some further payback she could get for that, because that's not that's not being paid back or being compensated. That's just pure spite and revenge. At that point, he had already paid for what he'd done, and that's one of the things we get out of the Norse tales. Not to get too much off topic, but someone can be doing something bad, such as wanting Freya, and Freya's like not having any of it, and Loki can be coming in and cleaning things up and rescuing her, and he always catches it for any of the good actions he does, it would seem. And as for, why, to me, the simplest explanation, and the one I get repeatedly, is, if you're gonna believe in Ragnarok, if you don't believe that it's Christianity influencing paganism, or whether you believe his bound tale is like from a much earlier mystery, Loki's the god that sacrifices himself for people, and people don't want to hear that. They want to like think of like Balder as a sacrificed one or something, but no, Loki's the one who will decide, well, I'm going to sacrifice and suffer, because this is going to be for the betterment of other people. And that's why he's so close to and gets along with Odin so well, because they're the same way. They'll both sacrifice and suffer for the betterment of others, though each of them will pretend they don't know what you're talking about if you ask them. And that's the thing. Loki may not want to talk about his time being bound with you, or it might be something you find too painful to talk about. Whether or not it's still ongoing, or it went on for a time, or you think it never happened, that's between the two of you. firmly believe that people should go with what Loki tells them, not what they read in a book or they saw in a video or something else. But, it's his gift to us. Everything he sacrificed was his gift to us because someone had to be there. Someone, when they knew everything was going to be destroyed, someone had to be there because that's his role, to come in and destroy things when they don't work anymore. Someone had to make the sacrifice for us to make sure Boulder would be coming back, to make sure that humans would have something left to live for. And, it's one of those things. It's very hard to talk about. A lot of Lokeans like to either, we like to pretend it didn't happen, but it's been a repeated thing he's shown me and insisted. The cuffs in the picture are, they're up here, and he was like, I want those. And I'm like, no, that really upsets me. He's like, I don't care, you're dealing with this. Because you know how he is. When he wants something, he will just, he'll be gentle at first, but then if you're muleless, he's just going to shove you forward. And it's for your betterment, and it's for his betterment too. But we also have to remember, the symbolism that he comes and he frees us from, so much that we can put ourselves in shackles, or other people can put ourselves in shackles. Like maybe somebody in your childhood really messed you up or something, or in the here and now or whatever. And Loki can free us from that because he knows what it's like to be bound, and he knows what it's like to suffer. And, he had his whole family, torn apart for that sacrifice as well, which is something to think of. I mean, Segan was loyal and stayed with him, and he lost his children, and, it's just, it's really upsetting for Lokeans to talk about, but it is something we should touch because it is one of his sacred mysteries. And so I hope that helps. For me, it's painful to talk about. It's not one of those things I like, and I'm probably not going to make the cheerful Ragnarok video because, I don't know. Maybe this will happen, maybe this won't happen. We'd be better off having Loki come in and clear things up than just having the sun die someday or something, as the scientists say will happen. It would be more of a mercy because Loki would be a lot faster about things. So, if you like what you see, like, comment, subscribe, and, do also remember that sometimes our stories carry deeper sacred meanings, and we can all take away what we want from it if you see it as a metaphor or whatever. I mean, I've seen countless interpretations of, his time being bound. So, do with it what you will, take what you can use and leave the rest behind. And I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.